Blood donation helps save lives. In 2020, the American Cancer Society reported that more than 1.8 million people would be diagnosed with cancer. The Red Cross reports that many of those people would need blood, sometimes daily, during their chemotherapy treatment. Everyone should give blood when they can because access to blood can be the difference between life or death for those who need it. Through my research on this topic, I have learned that there are many ways a blood donation can save the lives of others, and that we can all make the ultimate difference for others by simply donating our blood. After explaining the need for a sufficient blood supply, the donation process, and the benefits of giving blood, I hope you will decide to save people's lives by donating your blood. Now let's begin with the need for blood donation. The reason to donate is simple: it helps save lives. In fact, every 2 seconds of every day, someone needs blood. Since blood cannot be manufactured outside the body and has a very limited shelf life, the supply must constantly be replenished by generous blood donors. According to the World Health Organization, there is a constant need for regular blood supply because blood can be stored for only a limited amount of time before use. Regular blood donations by a sufficient number of healthy people are needed to ensure that safe blood will be available whenever and whatever it is needed for. Further, more than 75% of Americans reaching age 72 will need blood in their lifetimes. 97% will have a loved one or friend who may need blood. People young and old, short and tall, require transfusions to replace blood they lost during surgery, because of accidents, internal bleeding, and to treat diseases they may have. According to America's Blood Centers, of the 69 million children in the United States, hundreds of thousands suffer from various forms of leukemia, sickle cell, need transplants, and are born prematurely. Many of these kids today run, skip, and play because they got another chance at life through blood transfusions. In most cases, this would not be possible without the generosity of volunteer blood donors. According to Red Cross statistics, 36,000 units of red blood cells are needed every year in the United States, and an individual needs blood every 2 seconds. Now that we know the problem, let's move on to the solution. According to the American Red Cross, we could end suffering due to the need for blood if every eligible person donated blood regularly. The process to donate blood is simple. The Red Cross outlines the process on their website as follows. The Red Cross staff member will establish donation eligibility. A, you can donate blood every 56 days. B, you must be in good health and feeling well. C, you must be at least 16 years old in most states in the U.S. And D, you must weigh at least 110 pounds to be eligible. During a private interview, you will provide a history of health problems, travel locations, prescription medicines that may be in your system. Red Cross staff will check your blood pressure and vitals. For a whole blood donation, the staff member will clean an area on your arm and draw blood with a sterile needle. The donation process takes about 8 to 10 minutes while you're lying down or sitting comfortably in a chair. After collecting a pint of blood, the staff will remove the needle and bandage your arm. There are numerous benefits of giving blood. Soon after giving blood, you will receive a postcard with your cholesterol level and on it the phrase, "Congratulations, you have just saved up to 3 lives." It's common to have concerns about blood donation. Some fear that the needle will hurt during the donation process or that they might get a disease from a contaminated needle. However, the American Blood Center reports that blood is drawn by trained medical technicians only, who use only new, sterile, and disposable materials. As far as the fear of needles, we can all remind ourselves that the benefits far outweigh the risk of getting blood drawn. The decision to donate your blood can save a life or even several if your blood is separated into its components: red cells, platelets, and plasma, which can be used for different patients with specific conditions. Everyone who is eligible to give blood should strive to do so on a regular basis. It is possible to live in a society where people do not lack of blood, something that is naturally occurring and so critical to life on the most basic level. Based on previously listed statistics, it is likely that you or someone you know will need blood in their lifetime. What a wonderful thought we can make the difference to those in situations by simply donating our blood. It's clear that there is a critical need for donated blood in the United States as of today. Now we know that we will likely find ourselves or our loved ones in a position of needing blood at some point in their lifetimes. We can make the choice to be proactive and donate blood regularly so that others don't suffer from the ultimate consequence of not having a big enough blood supply. This information leads to the obvious conclusion that we should begin donating our blood regularly to ease the pain and suffering of others and quite possibly our future selves. Use the superpower of blood donation to save a life and be a hero for someone who needs blood today.